Do I say
Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about what I think is the worst rush in Bloons Tower Defense battles. But before I start, I'd like your opinion, and tell me if you have any tips for how I can improve my commentary, as this is my first. So, in my opinion, the worst rush that you can possibly send is round 8 region whites. And first off, I'd like to point out how bad it is as a rush. For the most part, most strategies can defend these very easily. If you're using dart monkeys, you can defend it usually easily if it's not that big of a rush. Maybe you might need to help with attacks. If it's a little bigger, you'll probably have to build up another triple dart, but you can sell after the rush is done. And for the ninja strategy, a 3-1 ninja can usually defend a small rush. However, if you keep on sending, you might have to build up another 2-1 ninja. But you can just sell that after the rush is done. A heli pilot can typically defend region whites on round 8, 1-0, possibly needing to build up another heli pilot. But again, you can just sell that right after the rush is done. And it's okay if your opponent sends after you sell, because that is draining them a lot. And a lot of people like to send region whites versus the wizard strategy. And again, it typically isn't too effective. Most wizard users I've faced use chipper, so they use wizard farm chipper. A small rush around 5 region whites. You may need a wizard user can typically defend this easily with the use of tax. If you send more region whites, a wizard user might have to get up a balloon chipper or get another lightning wizard. Usually a chipper if they have that. So I'm going to talk about why this is so bad to be sending these in the first place. So for the first half, the region whites base price is already more expensive than any other balloon except for zebras and leads, which it's sort of weird. The base price of whites is 90, while the base price of yellows is only 75, and I'm not sure why it is like that. All the other balloons leading up to this, the spaced balloons are the exact same as the normal balloons, and that is why you do not want to send these, is because its base price is already a lot more, and on top of that, you're sending it as regions. So, if you want to send a region white rush, I would suggest sending region blacks, because region blacks are much better. For this example, if I was to send out 10 region whites, that would cost me 1,620, and I would get an eco of 30. Now, if I sent blacks for the exact same price, I can get 15, and I get an additional 5 balloons first off, and an extra eco of 36. This is definitely superior to sending region whites, as you're getting a bigger rush. I mean, sure, it does come out longer, but that is what you want to for most users, especially if you're using it against wizards, because the longer rush will mean that your opponent will use up their tax a lot. They'll use them up earlier, and you'll have more balloons to send out. Some advantage to this is that almost 9 out of 10 times, your opponent that you'll be sending these against will be using some sort of bomb tower or a mortar, less likely to use an ice tower, so you are getting a better send, usually. And there is, in fact, a lot of better rushes that you can send. The rush that I like to send against wizard users and a lot of other users is I like to send yellows. And yellows are a much better option. For around the same price, you are getting more than double the eco, 66 eco, and you'll usually make your opponent build up much more defenses. For the dart strategy, you'll have to build up a Spolt, Spiklepult, or get triple dart spams, and this will actually get your opponent to waste more money, as you do want to get your opponent to waste as much money as you possibly can early game while building up your money the most as possible. So by sending these yellows, you're getting a better eco and you're draining them even more. For ninja users, typically they will have wizard, bomb, or mortar, and for all of these strategies, the ninja will have to upgrade a mortar to Burny stuff, or get a cluster bomb, or get a lightning wizard. And this is very good because you are draining your opponent a lot. And for the helipilot strategy, sending boosted yellows will cause your opponent to have to build up Razor Rotors or another 1-0 helipilot with a boost. Now this is a lot better because when you're facing a helipilot user, they cannot always target their stuff the best, and by sending out a long rush, you'll get your opponent to leak a lot and possibly die. I've killed many opponents with yellows. And finally, with the wizard strategy, a lightning wizard will not be able to defend these. So likely they will boost and build up another 1-1 wizard, or take out that third or fourth tower. And this is a lot better than sending region whites, as they will not usually send more, otherwise you could just counter rush them again with the yellows. And of course you're getting as much eco as possible, and you want to build up your eco early game, and you don't want to waste as much money as possible. And region whites are just wasting your money early game. And those are the reasons why region whites are the worst rush in the entire game. Thanks for watching. Tell me any tips that I can do to improve my content, and leave a comment describing what you think the worst rush in the entire game is. Thanks.